conversation rules the whole nation. So if you're an introvert, if you're scared, talk to people. If you're not that sociable, work on it. Get out there and try it. You'll be amazed on how much this industry is about contacts, connects, networking. My parents used to tell me all the time, sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's super true. So you got to get out, man.
1, 2, yeah. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, sir, you are tuned in. This is for the SP1200, ASR 10s and MPC heroes. This is for the crate digging, loop getting, sound manipulators, the fruity loop reasoning machine innovators that pump the bass and frequently freak the kick in a stand till it slaps in your speakers. The sound providers that make sure the song is tight. Shout out to the producers, Beats Grinding Life. Shout out to the producers, Beats Grinding Life.
Welcome to the Beats Grinding Life podcast with your host Syren, a weekly interview podcast with inspiring music producers, where every week you will learn from a different music producer how to potentially take your music career to the next level.
Today's episode of Beats Grinding Life is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audio download and 30-day free trial at beatsbooks.com. Over 180,000 titles to choose from on your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Some recommended readings by past Beats Grinding Life guests like 48 Laws of Power, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, The Secret, Tools of Titans, and The Song Machine are all available with Audible. Once again, go to beatsbooks.com to get your free book. What's up, Beat Grinders? This is another episode of Beats Grinding Life. I'm your host, Syren Beats, and with us today we have DrumAddick. DrumAddick is a music producer and sound designer that, if you couldn't tell, takes pride in his drums. In a short amount of time, the Houston native has shown that he is a rocket on the rise. The Bounce Gvng Associate has won Beat of the Week by iStandard producers and is an iStandard Beast of the Beats finalist. His credits include Tsunami Papi, Mr. Wired Up, Black Child, Pimp Lyfe, Queensley Felix, and more. Yo, DrumAddick, what's good with you, man?
What's going on, man? Appreciate you having me, sir.
Oh, man. Go ahead. Shout out to?
Shout out to everybody that's listening, that's a part of this music thing.
That's what's
Beats
up.
Grinding Life show.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Well, thank you for coming up on the show, man. It's a pleasure having you, man, up on here. We had a bunch of your comrades up on here already, so it's only right that we had you, man.
Man, I surely appreciate it, man. I love the squad, Bounce Gvng. Appreciate iStandard. We have a lot of stuff going on individually and together, so y'all stay tuned.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Well, it's crazy how small the production community is. You know what I mean? You just named iStandard, and there's so many people that have come from iStandard. It's like an alumni, or it's kind of crazy to see how small the community is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was doing a lot of music. I've been a lot of places. I did some things that a lot of people wouldn't believe, and so when I got when they reached out, one of the reps reached out to me, I was apprehensive because, since I've been around, it's like, here's another one of these get rich schemes, or just right. People that. So I have cousins that's in the industry that's been signed to Arista Records and stuff like that. So I reached out to them that actually stay in Atlanta. Right. He's like, I heard of them, but talk to them. Mm-hmm. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Asked a few people, family. They was like, what do you have to lose?
Right. That's true.
I said, all right. So I went ahead and did it, and I can't lie to you. It's been one of the best things that I've done for my production career, for my career musically, period. Because it's with iStandard, it's not even about if you win or lose.
Yep.
Of course you want to win because you're competitive, but it's being around like-minded people. Being around people that's in the industry that are down to earth that could just give you that push or just that one thing that you might have needed to hear. So I appreciate iStandard for providing the platform for us.
No doubt, me too, man. I have the same sentiments, man. iStandard producers, shout out to you guys. Big shout out to you guys for everything that you guys are doing. You guys are changing lives and linking people up, and it's dope. No, there's nothing out there like it. Beat grinders, if you guys aren't already connected with iStandard, please hop over to their website. iStandard producers, sign up for a showcase. Do that. You guys just heard it from DrumAddick himself. That's a testament right there. So you guys need to hop on that. Man, well, I mean, you already spilled the beans a little bit on some of who you are, man, and what you're about, man. But why don't you expand on that intro that I just read off on you, man, and let the listeners know maybe a little fun fact that they would never know about you.
All right. So, if you're from Houston and you've been around Houston for a while, you might know me more as HP than you might know me as DrumAddick.
Okay.
I rap good with the pen. So I was on Color Changer Click Bobby Boucher mixtape with Paul Wall. Right?
Oh, damn. Okay.
That was in 2008, I believe. That's when around college years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing a lot of people may know, may not know, but they don't know me by DrumAddick.
Okay.
Then another thing a lot of people don't know is me and a guy named Diction that's on that song together.
Mm-hmm.
We opened up for Fabulous in Canada, in Toronto.
Oh man, that's dope right there. Wow.
It was super crazy. A lot of the things that I've done that people won't believe or won't know, I've done as an unsigned artist.
That's
dope. The last thing that I dropped for you guys is I was part of Live Nation, not the promotion company. Live Nation was a group, a label. Tsunami Papi, who used to go by Ready Red, was the main artist. You have L1 Inches, who was the lead producer. I was the second producer. We have a song called Work, WURK. That's out. You can check it out on YouTube.
Okay.
We actually signed a deal for a year. I won't disclose all of that info, but it didn't go like we wanted it to. It was just a single deal, but that taught us a lot. So I've been around a long time, so I hope.
Man. Veteran to the game, man.
Football,
So
everything.
Maybe that intro was a little wrong. I said in a short amount of time, you've done a lot.
Yeah, that's cool though. As being known as DrumAddick,
right.
I will say I've done a lot in a short amount of time.
Okay.
But it's just because I've been here, been there, been around for a while, and know what to do, what not to do, and I'm still learning on those same things also.
Right. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, Beat Grinders, you guys got some homework to do. We gotta check out DrumAddick's bars. We gotta look him up as HP and hear what his bars are like.
I'm trying. You know what's crazy?
What's that?
Everybody it's definitely a bounce game, but a lot of cats that know me, they like, you gonna drop that project? When you gonna drop that EP? Stop playing. People need to. I'm like, I just want to produce,
right.
But I'm actually working on the EP, so
that's dope.
It's coming out real soon.
Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna ask you what made you stop rapping.
Well,
you just fell in love with production.
Well, the crazy thing is, like when I was 12, 13, my parents got me a Dr. Groove, Dr. 202 from my boss drum machine. So I've always been doing producing, but I just been more in tune with lyrics so HP, that's my initials, but also it stood for Hungry Poet. So I felt like I was very, very poetical, a poetic type of person. So that's why lyrics, that was nothing. I was like, well, I already do that type of stuff. So that's how I got into the lyrics. But I fell back on that because, for one, the game is so not what it used to be.
Right.
And then, my pops passed in 2010, so I kind of left music alone completely for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm an old head. Be bouncing around on the stage just ain't really what I'm trying to do no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Well, let me ask you this, because you said rap ain't just what it is, not what it used to be. I mean,
Right.
Do you think that there's a decline? And I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. My opinion. I think that there's a decline as far as like the skill level goes. What do you feel that same way?
The crazy thing is, I feel yes and no. I feel like the skill is there, but the skill is so frowned upon for people to continue to do what they love and get paid for it. They kind of dump it down a little bit. Because a lot of these cats, like I've heard Uzi Vert actually rap, and he don't.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Like if you look up Kodak old stuff, he was spitting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kodak's one of my favorites.
You feel me? Over
For
the
young
time.
cats.
You feel me? Over time, you get into the business aspect and you realize this is what they want. Now, one thing I from Jay-Z is they got people scared to be themselves. See, that's what it takes. That's why J. Cole and Kendrick and those spitters are so special, because they're not afraid to be themselves.
Right. But isn't that ironic that the ones that are winning are being themselves, but the people that want to win, that want to make the money, they're not being themselves, and so they don't have the longevity? I mean, I don't know. That just seems kind of weird to me. It's like you want the you want the longevity, you want everything that the Jay-Z, the Cole, the Kendricks, what they have, but you're not willing to do what they're doing. You know?
Yeah.
Because you're being told not to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people aren't. They're being told to do otherwise.
Right.
So they like, well, let me make this money. And that's one thing a lot of people have to realize. People have lives. There's just not, hey, I wake up, make this music, I'm good. No, you got people that you're trying to take care of. You got, your girl, your whatever you got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And take care of them and what you got going on. So sometimes you get stuck between a rock and a hard place. But like I said, that's what makes those other guys so special, that they're able to sustain their music career and also do the same while being themselves.
Yeah.
It's not easy as people like to believe, you know what I'm saying? It's a hard decision, but certain people can deal with it, certain people can't.
No, you're right. Well, where I was kind of going I mean, I think that the skill, I think that the lyrics in the game have declined, but I feel like on the production side, I feel like the production has gotten better and better as time is going on.
Right. I think that has to do with the products we have, the software, the ingenuity of the music, and everything that.
And more people have access to it too. That increases the pool of people.
Right. Now, I will say that the new school, skill-wise, can't compete against the old school skill-wise, because the old school are more musicians.
Right.
Meaning they play instruments and things of that nature. But the production is getting, it's crazy. The things that I see some of these young cats do without keyboard, like controllers and MIDI controllers and keyboards, they're clicking in with the mouse. It's incredible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I won't be the old head or the person to knock them, because skill is skill. Now, sometimes your pride get in the way. You like, man, it's just like the DJs with the Serato versus the vinyls. You're gonna have some type of resentment because it wasn't that easy for you.
Right.
But you have to realize that it's called growth. Evolution.
Yeah.
Things change, times change. So you get with it, or you get left behind. It's technology.
Yep. You have to embrace it. And you got to think too, if you were born when these young cats were born, you'd be using the same things they be using. So
yeah, so it's not really so cliche or bad. It's just not your generation.
Yep, that's true. So man, well, what got you started in music? What made you want to pursue music, and what made you want to start music production? I mean, I guess you said your parents bought you that 202, but I mean, was it something that you asked for, or they just gave it to you?
No, I asked. I definitely asked. But my mom was a lead singer of a band called, it's either Splitting Image or Split Image.
Okay.
I don't remember the name accurately. I can find that out. But she traveled, a lot of places, and she did like a lot of covers and things of that nature. But I believe they did like their own songs also.
Dope.
Just open mics and all that. My parents are from Michigan. So I got a little soul living, so it's embedded in me, it's right. Sports and music. That's what I was around.
Nice.
So that's what got me. That's what got me into music, just being around it.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, what made you get the bug for production? I mean, was there a producer that you saw coming up and you're like, damn, I kind of want to be like that person, I like their beats? Or what made you want to get into music production?
It would have to be, I'll just do it like this. I have, back then, like, preteen, all the way youngster to like preteen years, there were like 5 producers that I was like so amazed by. It's not going to be the people that probably, it will be. So there's Swiss Beats and Matty Fresh. Those were the two speed at the time that were just like, what the hell? Like, these sounds are so different.
Right.
But I got the drum machine. I tried to emulate that stop, drop, shut up. I tried to remake that on there, and I got close enough that I liked it,
Right.
But of course, there was Timbo. Timbaland with the sounds and the ingenuity was crazy. And then you had Dr. Dre, because, the Chronic, all that stuff was stupendous. And then you had DJ Quick. Like, I didn't even know. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's of course, there's others, you know what I'm saying? Right. But those have just kind of, like, stood out to me because they were so different. Damn. The drum they did, like, that's why I started calling myself DrumAddick. Like, I just was so into their drum work. And just, so people can say Jay Dilla because of his drum work and stuff, but I'm down here in Houston. I was born and raised. My people are from Houston, so I'm down here in the South. So that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that type of music.
Right.
So those 5, I would give credit to making me want to, like, really get into production. And then there's people out here in Houston too. Just the screw sound, period. Just being around that so much, I wanted to emulate that.
Dope. Okay, that's what's up, man. I mean, well, you mentioned 2 names that don't get mentioned on here that often, and that is Mannie Fresh, which I don't know why, man. I think Mannie Fresh created. I mean, he was the leader of that era to me as far as production goes. Oh, go ahead.
I would have said beats wise, like, that's why Wayne and that's why the Hot Boys was just so hot, and even Beats by the Pound, because you got to give Beats by the Pound because with No Limit. But in terms of Matty Fresh, like you said, that era, man, he was everywhere. Hot Boys didn't even have to go. They didn't even have to go get a other producer. Like, they just used
that's true.
Like 95% of their beats, and nothing sounded the same.
That's true.
It had the same feel, but it didn't really sonically sound the same.
Right. That's crazy, man. That's crazy when you think about it. I mean, he was the only one doing all that. I mean, for all those dudes, it's kind of like RZA of the Wu-Tang,
Yes.
That's crazy. Yes. So yeah, he should definitely be recognized a little more than what he is. I think because he's fallen back and we don't see much of him now. I think people have forgotten about him.
He's so humble.
Yep. Yeah. And then DJ Quick, not that many people mention him, but he's definitely a legend. And I'm over here on the West Coast, so I definitely know about Quick. And I mean, I grew up on Quick. I remember him back in the 6th and 7th grade, way back in the 90s. So yeah, man, Quick has done so much for the game, and he's not recognized either that much. So thank you.
For sure. I mean, I know what you just say. I definitely don't have a problem speaking up on people like Quick, because those are the people that gave me hope. Like, even though they were on, they were getting like overlooked, and I'm like, well, I'm super different. I'm like super, because I'm from Houston, but I really don't sound like Houston. When it came to me rapping, I didn't sound like I was from Houston per se. Right. And then I got the stuff that's from Michigan that's embedded in me. So I have that soul mixed with a slow flow, or that soul mixed in with slow production. Like, I'm like, they're not gonna really accept me, which is cool because I want to be that different guy. Right. I was so pissed off when Outkast came out with the name Outkast because I was gonna try to use that as my rap name.
Right. Well, I love it, man. I really do. I love people that try to be themselves and don't try to be anybody else. Yeah, you can use other people as your influences, and especially when you first start off. Like you said, you were trying to redo the DMX beat. We all do that, but as you grow and as you get comfortable and start creating your own sound, I love when people have their own sound. They're not biting nobody else. So I guess it's just that's the era I'm from, but
I was just gonna say it. That's just the era.
For sure, man. Well,
we sucker MCs.
Yep. Well, man. Well, I mean, we just killed a couple questions, man, and all in one, man. I mean, the next question is, what piece of equipment did you start off with? You already gave us that, and the next one after that was, who were some of the producers that inspired you growing up? And you already told us those, so man, we can just pass right through those. That's what's up, man. But unfortunately, man, we fly right by those questions, and then we're gonna take a dip because I'm about to ask you about a setback or a failure, man. And this is the part that everybody hates to talk about because, man, nobody likes talking about failures or setbacks. But I'm gonna do it to you, man. You just have to promise me that you won't cry or anything. But man, if you could just
I won't do it. I won't do it while we on here. I'll do it after I get off.
Okay, I'll probably do the same, man, because some of these stories are kind of sad, man. But I want you to tell me a failure or a setback that you were able to overcome, that you were able to bounce back from, man. Because there's some producers listening, man. That I mean, we all go through this shit, man. But there might be somebody going through something and they don't know how to deal with it, man. So if you could just tell me one of yours, man, that'd be cool.
Okay, well, I'll give a few since we skipped those questions with them. The biggest thing that I'll say I've had to overcome is self-doubt.
That's what I'm dealing with right now.
Like, man, it's so real. Just like when people say depression is real, self-doubt will have you being one of the dopest people out, but not putting your music out. What we do too much as producers, especially, but as people and musicians, what we tend to do is we put ourselves up against people that we think are dope,
right?
And try to gauge how good we are by how good they are. And life just doesn't work like that. They're gonna be dope in the way that they're dope,
right?
But what you bring to the table is you, because nobody can do you. Like, What helped me a lot with that, it definitely has to do with iStandard. Like, it's people along the way that's in my life that help me, because I have a lot of support, whether they're buying stuff from me or they're telling me your ass and do it. Like, I have a ton of support, and they're just a testament to keeping positive people around you. That helps. But I went to one of iStandard events. It was Beat Camp in Dallas. I believe it's 2019, so it was about 2017.
Okay.
After the showcase, like a week or so after the showcase, the first showcase I entered. Focus 3 Dots. If you don't know who he is, that's your fault. You should. But anyway,
right.
Check him out. But he was on stage, and he played some of those fire tracks he had and showing us a little mixing techniques and all that. Then he gave us the story about when he was in Aftermath. And as you can imagine, being in front of Dr. Dre, you're so starstruck and so like, oh my God, this is freaking Dr. Dre.
Right.
So like, he was trying so hard, like, people didn't know, but he was trying so hard to emulate Dr. Dre when they would start making music. He was like, what would Dre do? How could I make this like Dre?
Right.
For a whole year. And then Dre says something to him, and he starts saying the stuff to himself like, I'm not here to be Dr. Dre. Right. I can't be Dr. Dre. I'm here because they won't focus.
Yep. That's why he brought you there. That's why he brought him there.
Yeah, so when he dropped that, and of course there's more to the story, but that's the basis of the story. That's the message of the whole thing. Like, He dropped that story on us. I don't know how it affected everybody else, but that touched me so deeply to the core. I was like, yeah, because I'm weird with my production. I'm super unorthodox.
Right.
Like, but if it moves you, it moves you, no matter what. It doesn't. The consumer doesn't care if the snares are quantized.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just be so technical sometimes instead of just making something that feels good. If you have an artist that rocks with you, stop being so damn greedy and trying to get money out of all the time. Because if you really rock with this artist and this artist really rocks with you, and it's a mutual like and a good relationship, work with that artist. There you go. There go your sound is being created and crafted. That's what I'm doing with Tsunami. Like that's my guy. I've been doing it for like 10 plus years.
Wow.
And we both understand it. Like, I need you just as much as you need me. Now, can I get other artists? For sure. Can he get other producers? He has other producers, but our chemistry is crazy. And being out there, getting off my ass, it helped me overcome self-doubt. So self-doubt was my hugest thing. And the way I got over it was just getting out there, man.
That's
not
dope.
being afraid to fall on my face.
That's dope, man. Well, thank you for that. That's something that I suffer from. I'm sure, there's some listeners out there that suffer from it. I mean, we all do at some point. We all have that self-doubt that creeps in, but we got to push it out. And I definitely appreciate you coming through with that, because I mean, to me, you're giving answers that aren't typical, and so everything that you've said, I don't think that we've heard self-doubt on here before, and so that's something that we definitely have to bring up. It's something that we all go through, and man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Problem. Let me let you know. Okay, of course, I knew that questions were coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
I made sure that if you sent me questions, I didn't look at them.
Good.
That's
good.
I did not want to be quote unquote prepared, because that way I would give honest answers and like just real give you a real conversation. Yeah, for real. I didn't want to be the cliche answers.
Right. Well, that's what's up, man. Well, thank you, man. One thing I was going to say was, I thought it was interesting how you said the only way to get over self-doubt is just putting yourself out there. This may be way off track, but I heard somebody that said if you're tired, the only way to keep yourself from not being tired is just get up. You got to move. You can sit on the couch and be like, oh, I'm so tired, but the moment that you get up and start doing some jumping jacks or something, you're going to get that energy. So it just kind of reminded me of that, just the only way to get over that self-doubt is put your music out, put your music out, and then, that self-doubt will start going away eventually. And especially if you hear some people say, oh, that shit is dope, that self-doubt is just going to go away. So thank you for that, man. That's a reminder that I needed myself. I don't put music out as much as I should, because I'm always like, what will this person think? I think a lot of times I make music for other producers, like you said,
right?
The consumer's not going to wonder about the snare, but I'm like, well, will other producers know that I got, I'm using a drum loop from so-and-so, or so
shit. Creativity is creativity, because I tell you right now, I can't get on a horse and compete in the Kentucky Derby.
Right.
So that's what we gotta remember, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can do what you do. So even though there's probably some producers that may be better than you in your mind, that doesn't mean, because everybody don't know how to do it. That, like you said, that consumer that hear that shit, that like it, they gonna like it regardless if it's a stock snare or EQ just the right way. Like,
right. Yep.
Put it out there, man. You gotta get better, and one way to get better is to put it out there and get trashed, get totally embarrassed. You just gotta, deal with it. It's called constructive criticism.
Nice. That's what's up. All right, man. Well, we're gonna hop on the other side of the fence, man. We're gonna talk about your greatest achievement. What is your greatest achievement? What would you consider that shining moment in your career thus far?
I'm gonna piggyback on what we were just talking about, because of self-doubt, even when I did enter those showcases, I was confident before I got there. You know what I'm saying? I was even confident when I heard other producers playing their beats.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I got up there and I didn't get the response that I thought, I was like, what the fuck? And then what it was I didn't know how to mix correctly. Mm-hmm. That's always been a problem. So it didn't translate to the crowd or through the speakers like I wanted to. So that self-doubt snuck back in. But, you know, due to people that's around me and just me bumping into certain people, I'm gonna drop that name shit. Risko Funk, Spino Boi, Midi Monstaz, like those cats had a lot to do with it. Cause they come over to the crib. We kick it, you know what I'm saying? They're part of Bounce Gvng. Risko was part of Bounce Gvng. He doing his own thing now, but they always keep it real with me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And they're like, Drum, you dope, man. Why you be playing those beats? You should play these beats and do this and that. Then I had Double A and Trap Jesus that got me back on Reason because I was still using Reason 4.
Damn.
Reason out. So they you know dropped for real, man. Like they dropped the knowledge on it and everything. So I got back into it. And me and my homeboy Concert Music, C Rigio, we stuck with it all year last year. And Concert Music really helped me with my Beast of the Beat set. Okay. So that's what I'm getting into. What my biggest accomplishment was when I made it to Beast of the Beats. Okay, I made it. I'm like, okay, good. But even though I made it, I still was like super nervous and still had that doubt until I got on stage. I won the first round and I saw the response I was getting. I was like, okay. Got to the second round battle. I think BXB, he in Vegas, man. Shout out to him. Very dope. I edged him out by a little bit. So, you know, my confidence is starting to build up. And then the third one, I went up against Ryan Scott, who's part of Bounce Gvng. His shit's so super dope. Me and him got some music that I'm spitting on. I edged him out just by a little bit. So I made it to the finals. That's my biggest accomplishment, is making it to the finals, man.
Nice, man.
That is just a testament of my work, the people around helping, and just believing in yourself. Man, you just do it. Just like, hey, man, that's my biggest achievement. Like, as a producer, that's my biggest achievement to this day. Not even placements that I got, because I know people hear Black Child, like Black Child for Murder. Yeah, I did something with him, but that's not my biggest thing. My biggest thing is overcoming that self-doubt and placing it into the finals in last year's Beast of the Beat competition, man.
Wow, that's huge, man. To me, that's huge. That's a great accomplishment right there, man. I mean, you're defeating yourself, you know, and so, you know, telling yourself, you know, yes, I can do it, when you have that voice in your head saying, oh, you can't do it, or you're not good enough, or whatever, you know, got to get rid of that, man. You went up on stage and you killed it, man. And why? Because you had, like you said, you got the help of other people. You know, you eliminated that voice within you, man, and you gained confidence. So that's what's up, man. That sounds like a great accomplishment to me, man. That sounds like something that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get on your level, man. So thank you for sharing that and providing inspiration, bro.
No problem.
All right, man. Well, here on Beats Grinding Life, man, we're always trying to make it to that next level, man. And so they say you emulate, you copy the people that you want to be like, and eventually you can one day gain the results that they have. And so I want to know, man, what do you do in a typical day? That way I can, and the beat grinders listening, we can probably take some of the things that you're doing in your day, apply it to what we're doing, and be on your level.
All right. So keep it all the way honest with you. I work.
Okay.
Right? So I
like
probably
most of us do.
Up. Yeah, you feel me? So I just want cats to know that it's still possible to keep going forward, even with a job.
Nice.
And I know most of us are like, skip the job. Yeah, you should feel that way because you want to do something that you love. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know that you really are passionate about doing something. Because if you're like, all right, man, skip this job, I have to hustle and grind. That's good. That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
But I say I wake up anywhere in between 9:30, 10 o'clock, maybe 11. Once my girl get up and she leave, it wakes me up. No, but 9:30, 10 o'clock I get up, and I go through Instagram, you know, maybe post something, maybe check my notifications, all that type of stuff. I turn on YouTube and I do research. I'm those people that do that about anything and everything. I'm a YouTube university. So I turn on YouTube. 90% I don't watch TV. If I'm watching TV, it's gonna be YouTube. it's gonna be probably no basketball, but like regular shows, I don't really watch. I don't watch Game of Thrones. I don't watch none of that. I'm not knocking it, people.
Right.
I don't do it. You know
I
what
hear
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So get up. You know what I'm saying? Probably took a shower the night before. If not, jump, shower, take care of the hygiene and stuff. Maybe grab some. You feel me? Probably leave here about 12 o'clock, 12:30. I'll go to work. I go in at 1 p.m. I get off at 9:30.
Okay.
My work day is crazy because I do a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm a trader. In terms, I work in the warehouse, so I trade people on forklifts. I do a lot of stuff at work. So I'm saying all of that to say I am tired as hell at 9:30 at night.
Right.
But
when
I get home, I don't go to sleep. I don't cry about me being tired.
You don't sink in the couch?
The hell no. I come into my studio. I turn my laptop on. Mm-hmm. I probably turn like YouTube on, turn the volume down, and just have some type of crazy National Geographic shit showing just to create some type of atmosphere. And like I said, I turn the volume down and I either mix a beat or listen to something, or I try to stay creative and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's my normal day. My Tuesdays, now let me break this down. My Tuesdays are the big studio day. I come home, get home around 10:30, jump in the shower. I go to the studio. I don't leave that studio with Tsunami. We don't leave that studio until about, we get there probably like 11 at night. I don't leave till about either 4 a.m., anywhere from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. I promise you.
Nice.
I come home, relax, you know what I'm saying? Get up, do it again. Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays are me going out to the clubs and pushing the songs that we have. Okay. So if you want to do what I do, it just take effort.
Right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Wow. What are your off days from your job? Are you off on Tuesday? Is that why you're able to do that?
Hell no. My off days are the weekend.
Okay. And so you're staying up till 6 in the morning, regardless of, I mean, whether you got to work or not. You're pushing it because that's the only time you can get in with Tsunami, right?
Yep. I mean, I got the everything here at the crib, but you know, I don't have it to where I used to have it because the space a little bit smaller. Like in my other places I stayed, I've had it where I can record here and everything is good. I just take the vocals or the session to the big studio and get it mixed. Mm-hmm. But with the setup I have now, which is gonna get better, but with the setup I have now, I don't record here. I don't have Pro Tools here at the crib, and I don't want to. Well, I do kind of want to learn how to record vocals effectively and reason. But as of now, to me, I'm like, we got this big studio. All we gotta do is like 10 minutes up the street.
Oh, nice.
Go the street and just record. You know what I'm saying? I mixed the song that's out in the clubs right now, but I have a special engineer that everybody knows about. It's in Atlanta that's working on it, and he gonna put his touch on it. I wanted to. I'm not gonna drop his name, but he's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
If Beat Grinders, if you guys listen to the show, I think you already know who he is. I was gonna drop his initials, but then I think that'll give it away too. So
if people didn't know who it is, man, that cat, man, so super down to earth, man. All you gotta do is talk to him, man. Just talk to him.
I thought about having him on the show, man, because I mean, there's a lot of producers on here that have worked with him, and then just to get his perspective on the producer-engineer relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get him.
Yeah,
we need to get his knowledge. Sometimes when we talk, I just try to pick his brain. I've really never like asked him, "Hey, can you do this?" Nah, I be wanting to know. Give me the knowledge you have, and he don't. I give it. He wants to give it. You know.
Right.
So that's why I like iStandard. Most of the people I've met in iStandard or through iStandard want to give you information. They want to help. They're for the community.
That's what's up. That's tight, man. That's dope right there. And then you are given that knowledge, and then just from being around those people, you feel like you have to give it back to somebody else. You know, that's dope, man. I love that.
That's how we gonna keep it going, man.
Yep. I mean, that's another reason to be a part of iStandard, you know, and what they're doing. So, all right, man. Well, you know, you talked about your home studio a little bit. You talked about the big studio a little bit. Right. But this next portion, man, we're gonna jump into what you have going on at home in your home studio a little bit more. This portion we call In the Studio. We're gonna find out what you have up in there, what you do, and how you work everything. So I want to know, man, what do you do when you first start making beats? I think you already let the cat out the bag. You said you turn on National Geographics a little bit. Is there anything else that you do? Do you pour a drink? Do you spark up? Do you what do you do?
I don't smoke anymore.
Okay.
Every blue moon, if I'm in that mood, you know, I might take a puff or two, but 90%, 98% of the time, I'm not smoking.
Okay.
I don't drink to produce. I do drink not to produce. That I did a couple beats on liquor, or you know, I don't drink beer, so you know, liquor they didn't come out horrible, but it's just a different mood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I definitely feel that.
Like the way I start, what sets the mood, I guess you want to call it that, is just opening one of the DAWs. The first DAW I've ever learned in was Fruity Loops. Okay. Because I'm a hardware cat. I come from the Triton, the Motif, the MPC, those type of things. You know what I'm saying? But the first DAW was Fruity Loops, and it was super easy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I enjoyed it. The first thing I do when I make a beat is I just let whatever inspiration tell me. Like, I don't say I'm gonna just sit down and make the drums first, or I'm gonna make the melody first. I just go with whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happens.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
I will say is, since I've gotten better, like sound designing and things of that nature, like with mixing and engineering, I've more lately doing the melody first, because I feel like the drums are so easy to program and to do. Got a nice little melody. So as of late, I've started doing melodies first, but that's because I sound design also. So you know, and the kit is done. There's a few people out there that have it that love. I'll put it out soon. I still want to maybe add a couple more melodies or something. I'm not greedy, so I want to give to the community. But that's how I start off. I start off with just the inspiration. Like there could be something that I hear on the way home. You know, I listen to Syren Satellite. It could be anything. It could be I roll the window down and I hear a bird chirping. I'd be like, oh shit. I'll come to the crib and search for a chirping bird and just tune it a little bit different. Or I record it with my phone and just bring it home, drop it from the phone, tune it, change it, and do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm different. I don't have a per se set thing that I do. Just go off inspiration.
That's dope. Okay. Well, without giving away any secrets, what are you listening to in the car? I mean, what kind of stations? Is it just hip hop, or are you listening to any and all kind of genres?
Everything. Okay. I've been like that for a while. Yeah. I mean, that's cliche that producers say, I listen to everything. But I actually do. And being around Bounce Gvng, it's 30 of us. Everybody don't like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Mm-hmm. And with some of the opportunities and placement opportunities we've had, they weren't hip hop. They weren't even pop. They weren't even R&B. I'm talking about stuff like K-pop, J-pop. We've had, you know, so you got to be well rounded. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But one thing that I'm doing now is really listen to Tsunami, like because we got a project we're working on. So I'm trying to make sure everything sounds good, because I'm the head engineer on the project. So I'm doing all this stuff. So
that's dope.
I do prepare. Listen to the radio, listen to our stuff. We got to turn this up. I need to turn that down or whatever, you know. Nice. But a good thing to do is to listen to other genres. Yep. That will get your ear a lot better.
Yep. Nice. That's facts right there. And when you do sound design, do you set aside a specific amount of time or a specific day to do sound design, or is it just whenever that inspiration strikes?
I think both. I try to set time. Set a day. Like Saturday has been my day to like really indulge in that. And then, like I said, my boy Concert Music will come through and we'll collab on some tracks and stuff. Or like he good with a lot of stuff, like graphic design. He does a little photo editing. He the one that designed my logo. Also.
Oh, nice.
He does video editing. He does a lot of stuff. So he'll come through and probably like record me. Like recording, like I got a water bottle. I'm tapping the bottom of the water bottle. He recording me as I'm doing it, so people will see when in my kit when it says bottle thump kick. That's where it comes. He thumping the bottom of the bottle and stuff like that. So
that's dope.
Saturday is normally the day that I try, but there are times I come home from work and I'm just like super inspired and I just do it. So
nice.
I try to set a day aside, but life happens, so sometimes it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I definitely understand. Definitely understand that. Okay, well, what's a not so secret weapon you got in the studio?
Not so secret weapon is the Akai MPK Mini. The reason I say it's a secret weapon is because I travel.
Nice.
And it's about the size of your forearm. So,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it has the pads. It has the modulation knob, the pitch knob, all in one. It's like a joystick. So, say you have your arpeggiator on it, the tap tempo. You have your note repeat. Then you have your knobs where you can actually match into your I'm forgetting the words now. Your knobs that you can turn that control the knobs on your VST.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's dope. So it syncs up, and you can just you don't even have to go to the computer and press anything. You can just adjust everything on the keyboard.
It's only 8 of them, but that should be well enough.
Yeah.
Per rack extension or per VST or whatever.
That's dope right there. Damn. Well, I mean, Trap Jesus, he mentioned this. Did he say that was a secret weapon? I can't remember, but yeah, he mentioned that and said he had the same thing. So
travel.
Wow, for traveling reasons. That's what's up.
Even studio to studio, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I used to have that big ass I haven't used it so long, I forgot what it's called. Axiom. Shit. I used to have Axiom 25, and it's bulky.
Right.
You can imagine traveling from Texas to Georgia, from Houston to Atlanta with that thing. And then you find on the plane, you're like, man, I'm gonna keep this close, but it's so big, fitting in your backpack ain't gonna work.
Right.
You feel me? Or you can't put your carry-on because it's too big.
Right.
So now you gotta worry about, damn, man, they gonna break it. And I had it under my seat in a big ass duffel bag, and that shit was the most uncomfortable ride.
I can believe it.
So trust me, this right here is a lifesaver.
Nice. And that just fits right in your backpack, right?
Yes, sir.
That's dope.
Along with the laptop, along with the charger.
Damn.
See, I got a big ass Alienware, 15-inch screen.
Damn.
The charger is huge. That thing is huge. It's like a weapon. Like a big ass brick. Everything fits in my bag perfectly.
That's crazy. That's dope right there. Damn, a big 15-inch screen. That's what's up.
You can look at the 13. They're too small, man.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're hella small. I'm squinting my eyes and shit when I'm on it. Yeah, I got a 15-inch too, and I looked at my brother. It's like, oh damn, how can you use this shit? So, yeah, man. All right. Well, what else do you got in the studio? What all is in your arsenal?
All right. I'm getting ready to get rid of these Mackies. I got some old ass Mackie, I believe. Monitors. I'm definitely getting ready to upgrade to the HS series. Probably
nice.
get the 8. More than likely get the 8th, then get the sub.
But the Mackies treat you well though? I know I used to have some Mackies too, and they were hella good until they burnt out.
They good, but as far as mixing, they don't give you the low end clarity.
Okay.
You can't really tell what's going on with the low end.
Yeah, I got you.
And then, I've people know who Chris Wells is, right?
Yep.
Pretty sure that people know now. Me and Chris are real cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you come to Texas, he stays here with me. But anybody that's in Bounce Gvng, most of the time they come to Houston, they're going to stay with me. But, like, when he came through, even Double A came through, they was telling me, you might want to get such and such. So when I get those ears on stuff and I get the knowledge from them, I take action. I take heed to it. So Chris is definitely one of the guys that was like, yeah, man, you definitely, because you start to mix more, so you definitely want to get you some different monitors. But nice. I have the piece, the APK. I got the old school Steinberg UR22 MK2. That's the interface.
Nice.
I got the Pyle PLTT B3U, which is a turntable.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if I want to do some sampling from the records, I use with the program that comes with that. And I have Reason 10 and I have Fruity Loops.
Okay.
And, I plug in Boutique. That's another secret weapon. Plug in Boutique. Man,
Plug
they have
some Boutique. I heard of them.
Syren, trust me. Go to Plug in Boutique. They have free deals. They have deals. They have plugins, VSTs, all type of stuff for half off and 90% off, 80%. Like, you just got to keep checking on their site from week to week. Plug-in Boutique is definitely a place to go. So I have a lot of VSTs and rack extensions and stuff.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna definitely check them out. And thank you for sharing everything that you have, Beat Grinders. If there's anything that DrumAddick mentioned that you guys are interested in, I'll definitely provide links on beatsgrindinglife.com under DrumAddick show notes. If you're like me, I'm definitely gonna check out Plug-in Boutique. So,
tell it, y'all, man, it's lifesaver. Shout out to Midi Monstaz. He the one who put me on it. Said,
okay, nice. Yeah, definitely. Okay, man. Well, this next portion is called In the Mix. We're just gonna speed things up a little bit. It's like rapid fire. I'm gonna ask you some questions, some quick questions. You give me quick responses. But if you need to take your time to elaborate on a question, man, please feel free. We encourage it. So,
okay.
Do you prefer using samples or making beats without samples?
No samples.
Okay. What's your opinion on leasing and selling beats online?
I don't do it, but if it works for you, go ahead.
Okay. Plug in that every producer should have in their arsenal.
Oh shit, this is elaboration right here.
Okay.
Right now, I don't know if I should tell people. See, but I'm one of the people that
don't tell them.
Share them.
I'm sure there's a lot of plugins though.
Okay, so I'm not gonna give that plugin up. Shout out to Chris Wells, by the way. I'm not gonna give that plugin up. Okay. But halftime is cool.
Nice.
You definitely need a good. I'm pretty sure everybody know about Sausage Factor. Yeah. That's a good to have. There's a couple other that I want to give. Get you a nice saturation plugin. Selig has one. SELIG. They have one. I believe they actually have a free one. It's a saturation plug. Would I have you a good EQ? I like the visual EQs a little bit more.
Okay.
You still need to listen with your ears. Right. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm just gonna EQ. I'm just gonna EQ at this, and then you think you're good." You still need to listen. But EQ that I like, Selig's EQ is nice.
Okay.
One more. I'm giving away one more. What's sauce that's just crazy on some shit? I can't give y'all that one. Shit. Check out Backmask. BACKMASK by Freak Show Industries. They have two actually. And again, shout out to Chris Wells because he established a relationship with those guys, and he lets people know about Freak Show Industries. So check them out.
Yeah, Genius put us onto that.
Yeah, that shit dope as hell.
Okay. Well, thank you for those suggestions, man. I appreciate that, and you gave us enough. You gave us enough to get started without giving us the secret sauce. So
hey, I can't do it just yet.
Yeah. I feel you. So you gotta get that hit record, and then you can give it out.
Shit.
I feel that, man. Well, what's a book that you think every producer should read?
I'm not gonna even give you a music book because most people say that cliche.
I'm sorry, I meant to say it could be about music or it could be about anything, any book.
Yeah. Okay, good, because I don't want to give the same answer as everybody else. 7 Habits of Highly Effective.
Nice.
Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people read it or know about it. Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Not everybody though.
Oh yeah, How to Think and Grow Rich. How to Become. I forgot. Now I forgot the damn title of the other one.
Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that by Napoleon Hill or the one by or Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice by oh man, I can't. Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Those two.
That's what's up.
And I'll give something for those people that don't really read. Mm-hmm. Man, just go on YouTube and type in what you know what I'm saying. Just type in your whatever you're trying to find, man. Right. And you got to be careful. You definitely have to be careful because you don't want to just blindly follow stuff. But the information is out there. Just go do your like my boy Sid say. Go do your Googles.
Right. That's what's up, man. Well, I mean, I feel like there's a theme on this episode, man, and you know, it's just definitely getting your mind right, man. Getting the right mindset. You know, earlier you said you talked about defeating self-doubt, you know, and the only way to do that is by getting the proper mindset. And the books that you just listed will definitely do that for you as well, man. So thank you for that, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Beat Grinders, you guys already know how it goes down. He just mentioned 7 Highly Effective Habits by Stephen Covey and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Both those books are available on audible.com, so you guys can go over to beatsbooks.com. Go claim both of those books. You get 2 free books when you sign up, and you can
check them out and get your mind right.
Yeah, exactly. Check them out, get your mind right. You can also discontinue the membership after the first month. Keep the free books and not pay a dime. So you guys go over to beatsbooks.com. Go get both of those books right now. Is there an internet resource that you use that you think all producers could benefit from? When I say internet resource, I mean like a mobile app like Instagram or a website like iStandard.com.
I got you. You definitely got to go with iStandard, but I'm an Instagram head. And it sounds crazy. You know, I'm one of the people that I don't really like social media like that. But I like the interaction of Instagram. You know? Nice. And if you use it the correct way, it could help you. Now, another thing that Sid always says is if you're on these social medias, on these platforms, and you just posting stuff, and I think Gary Vee says it too. Go check Gary Vee out.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're on these sites and these platforms, and you're not like posting and to send somebody to purchase something or to become your customer, or you know what I'm saying, then you're just doing it for the all of the wrong reasons. You need to have some plan or some type of direction where you want people to be and people to go. You don't want to just be posting on Instagram just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on getting my website. I'm working on actually getting some apps developed also. So I'm not just saying this stuff. I'm actually working on it. You know what I'm saying? So all of my social media, I want people to go to one specific place, or just become a customer, or even just become a fan. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that enjoys the content.
Right. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah. I forgot what Gary Vee's book is called, like Jab, Jab, Left Hook, or something like that. But where he's just saying with the jabs, you're just setting them up, setting people up so that they can buy something. And so when you are posting, you're posting, and you're giving away free content or whatever, so that eventually you can give them something that they can buy. Man, we can't be consumers of Instagram and all these other social media things. We can't be on there just looking up whatever. We have to be on there using it as a business platform and trying to increase our brand as well. So that's what's up, man. Thank you for mentioning that. Because, I mean, a lot of times I get on there and I get lost. You know what I'm saying? Just scrolling, looking. I'm like, man, what the hell am I doing? I need to be on here being productive. So,
That's remember what I said when I wake up. That's probably one of the first things I do. So I know I'll be on there for that, and then next you know an hour has passed.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm doing a little research also, seeing what people are posting, seeing, you know, if my beats are doing this or doing that, you know, so
right.
I'm being a little productive. At the same time, I'm still a human, so I get lost too.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay. Well, man, we're going to slow it down a little bit, man. I just want to know, you know what, because a lot of us on here, we don't have placements, and we want to know what, you know, what it's like to get that first placement. So if you could tell us what your first placement was and just describe the feeling, man, and maybe it can inspire some of us to go out and get it.
Okay, now since how can I put it? Coming up rapping, or being known, I come up in the freestyle era, like in Houston especially, when DJ Screw was really, really big, 92, 93, like I come, like rapping wise, that's the era I came up in. So in Houston, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows now, I used to come, I'm about to be, like, you know, that's how the flow was. So I come from that. And I'm saying that to say, I've been around so many artists because I rap. So when I transitioned into really doing production, it was easy for me to get people to rhyme on my stuff.
Nice.
Not because it was just that good. It's just because we all were looking for producers.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't afford beats. Right. So we would start doing stuff ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I came up with TMP. And I'm giving y'all some more knowledge. TMP. It stands for the missing piece. Okay. Right? So I've always felt like I was the missing piece to the puzzle. No matter what, whether I could get you a beat done, I could write you a verse, or I could spit something for you. Shit, I could fix something for you. I could whatever. That's how I felt. So my first placement that I just really consider like, okay, I didn't really know this artist. It was with DQ Hampton. I don't know if y'all know who DQ is, but check him out.
Okay.
Like, he's from Waco. He stays in Dallas. I had to make sure I say Waco because every time I'm like, you from Dallas? Bro, you know I'm from Dallas. So he's from, but he's from Dallas. And, you know, he reps Dallas, man. His project, Graduates, just dropped not too long ago. And it's bittersweet because even though it jams, the placement that I'm telling you about, it happened, but it didn't happen because of the feature. A lot of paperwork issues and things of that nature. Damn. But I still appreciate the fact that he gave me an opportunity and he trusted me because he has October 1st on the production. He has S1 on there on some production.
Wow.
I believe it's Smart Boy, who's now part of Bounce Gvng is on there. He has, did Mr. Lee do something? I'm not sure, but he has some heavy hitters on there. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
You know. And I was even being considered was huge for me because I'm like, shit, S1 alone.
That's a lot of people alone. And then October 1st, I mean, those are heavy hitters in your own backyard, in your own state. So just let you know you're competing, man.
Man, and I tell October 1st all the time, and DQ. My favorite cut on there is the one they did. It's called Fiction. Oh my God, it's hard. Yeah. And then he got another one that's finna drop. We got about 5 Bounce Gvng members on there. So shout out to DQ. That was my first placement. And once again, I hate to name drop, but iStandard is the reason for that. No, as a matter of fact, I met DQ at a whole other event at Deep Ellum in Dallas. Okay. But iStandard is realistically the reason why our relationship actually happened because Beats of the Beats in 2017 is where him. That's where Bounce Gvng started too. So without iStandard, it would be no Bounce Gvng. But in 2017, the Beats of the Beats, that's where we like really got to chopping it up. And that's where it started.
Wow, that's dope right there. Well, first off, I'm gonna have to listen to him. DQ Hampton's Beat Grinders. If you guys haven't heard of him, definitely check him out. Man, wow. I mean, and that's the thing, man, is iStandard isn't only just hooking up producers with each other, hooking up producers and artists, which wow, man, that's awesome, man. So I'm glad to hear that, man. And I'm unfortunately we don't get to hear the song, but who knows, maybe it'll leak or something one day.
Yeah, one day. Yeah. You know what? I'll preview it probably on my Instagram. Nice. Probably just his verse and the hook.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But one more thing about iStandard. I'm saying we're because I am a part of it, and like in Houston especially, I'm trying to get some stuff going on. Mm-hmm. In Houston with iStandard, we're in the works with it right now. But in terms of some things that they have going on now, it's going to be some stuff centered for artists and producers, like a little artist and producer getaway. It's in the works, so don't quote me on that, but they're working on it right now. Like some type of camp, not even a camp, it's more of a getaway for artists and producers to just like collab.
Wow.
So it's coming. And the only reason why I mentioned it because you said they do it more for producers and artists also.
Right. That's dope right there. That's dope. I'm looking forward to that. Just to see what they have. But okay, that's what's up. Hey, so I mean, since you are out of Houston and you are iStandard alum, do you do any work with charity at all?
Charity? No, but my boy Midi, I believe possibly have something in the works. I don't know.
Okay.
If he do, we definitely can't say nothing because it's in the works.
Right.
But no, I haven't did any work with her. What I want to, of course.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? She's super dope.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, charity works.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Man. It's some other cats out here that are like seriously dope. Fred on them. You know what I'm saying? The cat that did Flick of the Wrist, and he done so many others. That's the homie.
Okay.
QB the Problem. He really rocks with Bounce Gvng and it really rocks with the cats in Houston.
Dope.
We got some stuff that we probably finna finish up. He waiting for me to send him some stuff.
Nice.
So a lot of producers. Yeah, that's the bro. That's man.
Yeah.
He told me my first one. Let me expand on that real quick because this is another testament to keep working, man. Like the first one that I was in, I got my scorecard back, and I ain't gonna say I got murdered on my scores, but you know, it wasn't that great. The second one, he was a judge for it too. Like in between the year between that time, we met him at his studio. I played beats for him. He said, "Wow, we misjudged you. Why you weren't playing? Why you didn't play those type?" I said, "Man, I've never been in a showcase or a battle or nothing like that. I didn't know what to play."
Right.
He's like, "Oh, bro, you dope. Like, wait till you just start learning how to mix too." I'm he's like, yeah. So the second one that he judged, man, I looked at the scorecard and it's like a complete, like 60-degree difference. Yeah.
Nice.
Working, like just keep working.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I mean, it feels like you're getting the same things over. Didn't you say somebody else told you that? They're like, why'd you play these joints and not these?
Risko Funk, Midi Monstaz, Spino Boi, like a lot of them, like man, like I don't be knowing.
Right. Well, that's what's up, man.
That's also because I was trying to think in other people's heads. Oh, they probably would want to hear these type of things, and that's not the type of beats that I like to make. So, just do you.
Just do you, and also, I mean, just being around other people. You get to hear their input as well. So. All right, man. Well, what's your favorite song that you ever produced?
Sentimental Reasons and the more current one. Okay, so Sentimental Reasons, my best one is let me see. I got a couple of them. Well, I'm gonna do it like this. Rap wise, I didn't produce. My cousin produced it, and it has sentimental reasons. It's gonna throw people off. The song's called "Damn, I'm Fucked Up." Like, why does it have sentimental reasons? The reason why it has sentimental value to me is it was my father, like one of my father's favorite songs. The beat was weird and noisy and crazy and stuff, and so the hook, is "Damn, I'm Fucked Up," and it sounds like that. My cousin did the beat. Shout out to Breezy. Beats by Breezy. He in Lansing, Michigan. He did the track, and my father loved it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, he passed away. Yeah, he passed away in 2010. So I still jam our old music with the group that I used to be with. So I love that as a rapper. Now, my favorite song that I produced is two of them. It's a song called "What If" by my little bro Breezy. He go by TMP Breezy.
Okay.
It's called "What If." He mentioned my father passed, and he was saying, and he was only like 15 when he wrote it. He was like, if Mr. Patton passed, would P. Bishop be this clear? Meaning, if my father never would have passed away, would I see things the way I see them now? Like, so it's like, you got to look at the good things even through the bad things, you know what I'm saying? Because it's always a lesson in everything. And then the new song, Jump, that I got with Tsunami. Those are two favorite that I produced. What If by Breezy or TMP Breezy, and Jump by Tsunami. Jump is one of the simplest beats I've ever made. But it's so much space in the beat that the artist has no clue no choice but to shine. You know, and so those are my favorite two right there.
Wow. Okay. Well, What If they can hear it right now, right?
We had it out, but I think we took it down. I have to double check on that piff, but let me see. You know what? I'll give you the notes, and you can just, like you say, put it in the notes.
Okay.
But that should be on that piff. Matter of fact, I can look at it while we're talking. Go ahead.
Cool. And then Jump, we'll have to wait for that, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming out Memorial Day or around Memorial Day, but it's like I say, it's once that special engineering gets done, it's gonna be ready to go. So it's coming soon.
All right. What's an album besides one that you worked on that you think every producer should listen to, and why?
Woo, it's a few of them. I try to keep it to like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Sonically, let's go with that.
Yeah.
The Chronic 2000, 2001. Sonically, Lord Jesus, you have to do your ears a good. You have to give that a good listen, man. That do you justice. You're gonna get eargasms. I mean, like seriously. Like I don't even care about. You feel me? Like what they're talking about in terms of sonically. We're just talking about sonically with even the mix of the vocals, like everything. The way that album sounds is crazy.
Yep.
Outkast, like it's a few from Outkast, but Aliens is just as a spitter, as somebody that can rap, is somebody that thinks outside the box. That would, oh man,
yeah, one of my favorites.
What I'm trying to give you one more, and me being from Houston, Lil Kiki. Oh, it's 2. I gotta give you 2. Lil Kiki, Don't Mess with Texas. That's one of the first one. That's for Southside. Okay. Southside. Yeah, that's on there. And then the new one is Love by Few. That's not the new one. It's one of the new ones. Love by Few, Hated by Many.
Okay. Well, man, I'm not familiar with the last 2 that you mentioned, so I'm gonna have to get familiar when we get off of here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to those probably when I go to the gym. So that's what's up. The other 2, definitely Dr. Dre's 2000. Did you say Chronic or 2001?
Oh, 2001.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to. I mean, yeah, definitely familiar with that one. Yeah, and that was one that I used to reference back in the day. I listened to that while I'm mixing.
You got to. Lord, that shit there's.
Yeah, Aliens, that just might be a perfectly produced album. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Man, so thank you for mentioning those beat grinders. If you haven't listened to any of them, I'm gonna provide links to all 4 of those albums in the show notes. So yeah, you guys definitely go check it out. All right, man. Well, we're about to get real weird. We're about to get real crazy here. I'm gonna ask you some questions where you're gonna have to put on your imagination cap, man, and so yeah, I'm not gonna say any more, man. We're just gonna jump right into it. I want you to imagine that I'm gonna take you up to Mount Rushmore, and we're gonna wipe all the presidents' faces off. You got 4 faces to put up there. What producers are going up on Mount Rushmore?
Oh, that's crazy. Shit. Well, I'm gonna go ahead. Ooh, I can't just pull that trigger that fast. Damn. All right, do it like this. Dre, sonically, Dre. I mean, got.
Yep.
Shit. Innovation. I'm gonna do some weird shit since we get weird.
Okay.
We make a three-headed one person. Shit.
Okay, let's do it. It's your Mount Rushmore.
You feel me? Timbo, Swiss Beats, and Matty Fresh all on one. They're a three-headed one person monster because of just the sounds of the innovation.
Right.
And the difference. Like sampling and stuff like that. It's either gonna be. Probably had to put Ninth Wonder up there, man.
Oh, nice.
That guy is amazing. Shit. Who else? I mean, I don't want to say Jay Dilla just because everybody says Jay Dilla. I mean, I know what he means, and the guy was freaking amazing. But
not everybody says him.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. So I want to give this last to somebody that nobody really even like identifies with. I said Quick before, but let me dig a little deeper. Pimp C.
Nice.
C. Pimp.
That's that.
C.
That's that Texas.
You feel if you don't know that Pimp C produces or produced, I should say, then go listen. A lot of that stuff y'all like UGK, Pimp produced.
That's dope. Yeah, I wasn't really on the game like that. Somebody mentioned Pimp C. I can't remember who, and then Trap Jesus mentioned him as well. And yeah, man, I went back and listened to some UGK, man. I'm highly impressed. I had no idea that. I just thought he was a rapper, honestly. Yeah, I felt I was ashamed that I didn't know that, but but man, that makes for a crowded Mount Rushmore. But I think we can make it work, man. Especially because it's your Mount Rushmore, so you make the rules up. But that's some dope producers right there, and all these guys are different. All these guys have their own lane. All these guys are innovators, man. And so you got Dre, you got Timberland, Swizz, Manny Fresh, Ninth Wonder, and Pimp C, man. None of those dudes sound anything like each other.
Yeah, that's what I enjoy about all those cats. They all different.
Yep. While all just being dope.
Yep. And when I say we talk about Mount Rushmore, that's not throwing shade on any other producer.
No.
Because everybody's super dope.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In their own way. And I like a lot more producers. I even like Dre from Outkast.
Right. Yep.
He's dope as hell.
Yeah, he is.
But he just doesn't have the work that everybody else has.
Right. That's what's up. Okay. All right, man. Well, I want you to imagine that, you just woke up from a dream, and in this dream, you had the perfect studio session. Now, in this perfect studio session, you have one artist, you have one producer to go along with yourself, so they're co-producing with you, one engineer, and one random person. Who are those 4 people going to be that make up your perfect studio session? And these people can be dead or alive, from any era, any time frame, it doesn't matter.
Pac.
Nice.
And the reason why I say Pac is his passion. He's going to do 500 songs in that one night.
Yeah, right.
Not to say Biggie dope as hell, but I would go with Pac. Shit. Producer in that case would probably have to be Dre.
Okay.
Just because, he's a perfectionist.
Yep.
Engineer. Shit. That's probably a hard one. But engineer would be didn't whatchamacallit start off with the engineer? From Interscope?
Who's that?
Yeah, I'm crazy I couldn't remember his name. Dre's boss.
Iveen?
I think I believe he started off with engineer. I believe
That's
so.
That's crazy. Jimmy Iveen? Okay.
I believe he started off with engineer.
Yeah.
If it wasn't him, then I would have to be. Who else would I go with engineer wise? Yeah, I still can't drop a name. It would be him.
Want me to drop one for you? I mean, if we're going West Coast, I mean, to combine like the old school Pac with today, man, maybe mixed by Ali would be cool.
Okay. Yeah. I can hear that. I can. Yeah. Okay. So, Dre. Who else you say? What else? Engineer and producer.
Random person.
A random person. My pops.
Nice.
I would love to have my father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit. No doubt, man.
Still think to him here time to time.
That's tight. That's tight, man. I'm loving that, man. No, that does sound like a perfect studio session, man. I think that your sound would mesh well with Dr. Dre's sound, and just having your dad up in there, man, would definitely be dope. You know, I mean, he's looking over your shoulder constantly all the time. I'm pretty sure. So, but mixed by Ali, and then you got Tupac, man. It don't get no better than that. So that's what's up, man. All right, man. Well, I want you to imagine that you just woke up from that you just woke up again, and you lost everything. This time you lost everything that you had. So there's no Bounce Gvng. There's no reason on your computer. There's no computer. There's nothing. All you got is your clothes, your $1,000 in your pocket, and all the knowledge that you've gained in the past few years on this new planet identical to Earth. What are you going to do to restart your career in 1 week?
Whoa, shit. That's super weird. In 1 week?
Yeah, 1 week.
Okay, hold on. Let's dive into this. So I wake up.
Yeah.
Nobody's around.
Nobody's around you. Nobody that you know. It's a whole new planet, but just like Earth.
Okay, right. But we, I'm in an apartment or house or whatever.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about living.
Okay. Shit, $1,000. I'm probably not gonna use that $1,000. I'm gonna probably invest.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
You know what? I'm gonna drop some real knowledge. This is what I would do. All right, if it's just like Earth, we got the same type of shit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to the local court office. I'm gonna get some information about absentee owners. I'm gonna get into some real estate. I'm gonna try to secure a contract and an assignment, and I'm gonna try to flip these houses for free without no cash and no credit, and I'm gonna try to flip that. I'm gonna find me an absentee owner. That's what I'm doing first.
Damn.
And it might not work in a week, but that's gonna get me going and get me moving.
Right.
In the meantime, I utilize social media. You just have to get back on social media, but to get the career started in a week, shit.
I mean, the career doesn't have to be up and running in a week, but what are the first moves in that first week that you're gonna make? That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I'm gonna do some sound design videos.
Dope, nice.
That'd be musically, that'll be the first thing I do. When I'm talking about like doing the real estate stuff, that's what I'm gonna do to for sustainability. Just having some cash flow coming in to help, because that's a little financial freedom right there. But in terms of a week just to get it back going, I'm gonna do some sound design videos.
Nice.
I will show how to create some sounds and stuff.
Okay, that's what's up. So will some of that $1,000 go to getting a camera? I mean, I guess in order to do sound design,
if I had a phone, I would use the phone if I had a phone.
That's
but
true.
Don't have that.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, you could easily go to like Craigslist and get like an iPhone or something like that for probably $150, $250 or.
Okay. I would do that. Yeah, because you did say I didn't have nothing. Okay, so I would have to use some of the money. Yeah, I would go for the super best. You know what? No, skip that. I'm going out and finding somebody to do the video for.
There you go. Nice.
I'm gonna use the barter system. You know what I'm saying? You rap, or you got artists that rap or whatever. I'll do some beats for them. You record for me. Dope. That's what I'm gonna keep that $1,000 for as long as I can.
Yeah, for sure. I hear you, man. Well, like I said, man, your questions aren't. Your answers aren't cliche. They're not typical, man. And so usually what we hear on here is I'll go on Craigslist, I'll get a computer, I'll get a DAW and headphones and get to work, you know. So you didn't do that. You said you go down to the courthouse, you would try to start flipping houses, which is great. And then you'll do videos. I love it, man. I mean, that's on the same lines as Focus. I know Focus said he wouldn't do anything without money. He'll just pray, stick with his family, you know, and try to see what the best outcome is. Some people say that they'll use that money for showcases. Try to get into showcase. Some people say they'll keep the money, hit up all the studios, see if they could use the equipment there, you know, intern there and keep that money as well. So the only reason why I asked this crazy question, man, is because there's people listening to Beats Grind Life right now, and they want to know how can they get started without bread. Yeah, without bread and getting into music, man. I think that your answer may put them on the right road. So appreciate that, man.
For whoever listening, don't take what I said and just be like, whatever. Go look into some real estate. Go look into absentee owners. Go look into those type of things. That's real. You don't have to have cash to get started in investing and dealing with real estate. Go look it up. Go look up Mark Whitten. He was on Breakfast Club. Go check it out.
Man, as a matter of fact, you guys can pause this episode right now, Google it, and then come right back and finish the episode. So definitely go do that. I'm going to do that as soon as I get off of here. So thank you, man. Thank you for that knowledge, man. All right, man. Problem. Well, legacy, man. I want to know what does it mean to you? And when it's all said and done, when your career is over, what do you want your legacy to be?
Just somebody that really stood by what he stood for. I guess you could say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just somebody that people can rely on. You know, musically, of course, you know, I want to have plaques. And, you know, that's the cliche stuff that everybody, you know, probably would want. But I'm more so into having people know that they could depend on me and having people know that I'm going to go hard for you. As long as you keep going hard for yourself and stick by my side, I'm going to go hard for you. Like, I'm so much more into worrying about generational wealth and having everybody else do good. My legacy is more about how I treated others. You know what I'm saying? Like, and through music, I could affect people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could get people employed, per se. Look at it that way. That's what I want my legacy to be about. You know what I'm saying? Someone that really cared about people and just try to help everybody that he could.
Nice. I'm loving that, man. Well, that's what's up. You know, I'm pretty sure you're doing that. You know, with Bounce Gvng, and you know, I'm pretty sure you're influencing your peers around you. You're definitely influencing the listeners here. You know, I mean, you're inspiring me. You're inspiring the listeners. So. You're definitely doing good with your music, man. So appreciate that, and you're living your legacy out.
Yeah, man. No problem.
All right, man. Well, what's the greatest piece of advice that you've received coming up in this game, man? I mean, I know you've received a lot of great advice being around the people that you're around. And also, what advice would you have for all of us, for all the beat grinders listening today?
Best advice, focus. Told me stick with it, basically. I mean, I know that's, you hear that a lot, but I've had DJs from here to tell me the good thing is your shit not whack. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So that always lets me know that I was on the right track. So best advice was just stick with it, man. Like, one thing that I'll take from my brother that I would love to give everybody is the way you do anything is the way you do everything. That's the advice that I want to give to everybody. So basically what that means is if you practice in a bullshit way, that's the way you're going to perform. Just because nobody is there to tell you and push you to do that last set if you're lifting weights or shoot that last jump shot when you're in the gym, don't take that time off. Go hard. Go harder. Right. I guarantee you there's somebody else that's less talented than you are that's going 5 times, if not 10 times harder than you. I don't think that I'm one of the most talented producers out here, but I guarantee I outwork 80-90% of my peers. And the reason why I can wholeheartedly say that is I used to be short and small all my life. I didn't really grow until my junior year in high school. I was 5'5", maybe 120 pounds. I got up to 130 my sophomore year in high school. I grew like 5.5 inches, 6 inches my junior year, right? But you can imagine I was already a grade ahead, so you can imagine how small I was. Right. So I had to work extra hard to even be a part of the basketball team. Right. Of course, I can hoop, so I'm good. Just let me get on the court. But I had to prove that I was even capable of withstanding people, height, size, and the physicalness of it. Then I went out to the football field. They looked at me crazy, like you play basketball, you too small. So that's what I mean. I mean by don't give up, man. Like the way you do anything is the way you do everything. Just because someone isn't looking at you or you think somebody's not watching, doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you're only cheating yourself.
Exactly. that's my advice, man. Keep that in mind. The way you do anything, the way you do everything.
That's dope, man. That's dope. And also the way I look at it is, I forgot who mentioned this. Somebody said the same thing, and they said, so when you're at work or when you're doing your homework or whatever, you're like, you know what, I don't even have to put much effort into this because I know when I get out of here, I'm going to go to the studio and I'm going to put all my effort into that. Well, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So if you're going to half-ass that, you still got that mentality of I'm a half-ass. So you get in the studio, you're going to do the same thing. So, you just got to be thorough in everything that you do. So, yeah, man. Well, thank you for that advice, man. That is great advice, beat grinders. I hope that you guys take that in and you apply that. I'm definitely gonna do the same. And anytime I think about half-assing something, I gotta remember, those words that DrumAddick just mentioned. So, appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, no problem. All right, I came a long way, but that's how I feel about that now.
Dope, man. I mean, hey, life is a journey, man. We don't all start off perfect, so we're looking at you as an example, and definitely it'll help us evolve. So, man, you're just an example. Thank you for providing it.
Problem.
All right, man. Well, if there's any more words for the listeners that you want to let them know, man, if you want to let them know what they need to be listening out for, what they need to be listening to now, and how to contact you, man. If you want to be contacted, that'd be great.
Yeah, for sure. Conversation rules the whole nation. So if you're an introvert, if you're scared, talk to people. If you're not that sociable, work on it. Get out there and try it. You'll be amazed on how much this industry is about contacts, connects, networking. My parents used to tell me all the time, sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. Yeah. That's super true. So you got to get out, man. Yeah. I hate to say this, but I want to say it because I'm me. The rap game is like the dope game. I'm not saying become a hustler or a drug lord or nothing, but people that sold drugs told me the more money is out of town. So what that means is, in this music industry, it's the same thing. In the city, it's very hard to blow up in your city. Just off the rip blow up. Not saying it can't happen, but work, travel, like get out, go meet people. Something that someone says could be intended for you. Right. It could be 5,000 people in that room, and nobody gets the message but you, or you hear it in the way that you need to hear it. Like, I was a huge procrastinator, but get out I can't because my competition up early. They getting it. While I'm sitting here BSing, what I'm saying? So just get out and get it. Contact wise, and what to listen to? Yeah. Man, Jump is going crazy out here in the clubs. Nice. We're going to shoot like a little mini video and have a little party on Memorial Day, so that'll be coming out. You can look me up at drum_addick, ADDICK on Instagram. Just follow me there. I'm more active on there. Or you can look me up at TMP .muzik on Facebook. On Twitter, I really don't be on Twitter. Okay. So those two, I'm trying to get it drum_addick on all across the boards. So once I get that, that's how you'll be able to follow me. But if you really want to get in contact with me, hit me up on Instagram. That is the easiest way to get to me. Drum_addick, ADDICK. In terms of production and what you should be listening to, listen to the radio. Listen to other genres. Listen for sonics. Don't listen to the songs because you like them or dislike them. Listen to see what's good about the mix. Trust me, your beat could be the best beat that you ever made. If the mix is horrible, it's not going to translate to people. It's going to sound crappy. That was one of my problems. So go look up how to mix on YouTube. Just look up some things. I don't have anything specific other than be on the lookout for Jump. If you want to listen to other songs I got on Spotify all across the board, it's a song called Hands on Her Knees. HANDSONERKNEES. It should pull up as TMP, like I said, the missing piece. I produced it. It's featuring Mr. Wide Up, who has a hit single called Walked In. You can find that everywhere. Okay. And then Tsunami Papi. That's on Spotify, Pandora, it's everywhere. Hands on These is a nice little club song. Gets the girls going.
That's a key right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop making music. Stop making music for your homeboys.
Right.
Make music for women. Make music for the streets, of course. They support, but just be about that. But yeah, your homeboys, keeping it real with your homeboys, gonna have you broke.
Word up. Somebody told me when the girls hit when the women hit the dance floor, the men gonna follow. So if you can get the women, then you got the men. So
yeah, don't worry about us. You know what we like. We like what they like.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Listen. It's 2019. Even for the men that like men, when it comes to music, they want to move.
Right.
So you got to get people moving. It's a science to this. It's a reason why you hear drums and your head gets annoyed. It's a reason why if you play bass and you got a cup on the table and that water gets to moving, think about we're made of water. See, I don't want to get too scientific for you guys, but we're made up of water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the music is at a certain frequency, you're going to move a certain way. Anyway, that's a little bit too for you guys. So all I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Get the people moving.
Nice. That's what's up, man. Well, I think that's a good way to end it right there, man. Appreciate it. Beat Grinders, you guys definitely go get Jump when it comes out.
Soon.
Yeah, soon. Yeah, DrumAddick, thank you for coming on here and blessing us with the knowledge that you did. Beat Grinders, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Beats Grinding Life. If you found the show of any value, please share it. Put it on Instagram. Take a snapshot right now as you're listening to it, and just share it out with everybody on Instagram and let everybody know what we're doing over here. How DrumAddick affected you guys. Let him know. Tag him. Tag me. Put a like on SoundCloud. And yeah, you guys know how it goes. You've been mentored by another dope producer. This time you've been mentored by DrumAddick. So you guys consider yourselves lucky for that. Keep making beats, stay on your grind, and live life. All right, peace, y'all.
Peace.
Here at Beats Grinding Life, we want to thank you for listening to another episode. We want to know what were your biggest takeaways from this interview. Just go to beatsgrindinglife.com and leave a comment on this episode's show notes page. Also, while you are there, go subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. just click the little button that says subscribe. If you could, please leave a rating and review. Rating and reviews are the best way to show your appreciation because it helps more people find out about the podcast. So until next week's episode, keep grinding.